Captain America Civil War is a great superhero film. It is another solid entry in the MCU. This film story is just great. And at the end of the day, it's a very entertaining film. The Russo brothers returned to direct this film after directing The Winter Soldier 2 years prior. In this film, after a national incident leads to the deaths of many innocent people, the government comes in to try to regulate the Avengers using a document called the Soviet Accords. Obviously, Captain America is not for it, he's against it. Meanwhile, Iron Man is all for the Soviet Accords. And this is where the film causes tension between the two sides of the film. You have Captain America's side and you have Iron Man's side. And it leads to, I have to say, one of the most interesting fight scenes in this film. And from there, you have a very great superhero film. I enjoy this movie. Everyone is in this movie. You might as well have called this Avengers Civil War. You have Chris Evans, Robbie Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Don Cheadle, Tom Holland, who's making his MCU debut as Spider-Man, and Chadwick Boseman making his MCU debut as well as the Black Panther. Plus, you have the other Avengers. The only Avengers that don't show up in this film is Thor and Hulk. And that's a reason for that, which I'll get into my next review. But as far as this movie is concerned, the action is entertaining, the story is well thought out, and the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man is well done. I have to say, if you've seen this film, then you're either side, then you can understand where Steve Rogers is coming from. He doesn't want to be regulated because he's not going to compromise the person he is. We know this about Captain America since the first Captain America film, obviously. And of course, Iron Man, he wants to take responsibility for the actions, for everything that happens. Even William Hurt returns in this film as well, playing Thunderbolt Ross. And that was great to see. I bet a lot of you didn't think that he'll return for a future MCU film after appearing in The Incredible Hulk. Nonetheless, if you've never seen this amazing film, check it out because it's worth your time. There's obviously more to the story than the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man. You also have the bad guy known as Zemo, and his motive is to tear the Avengers apart because of his parents dying when he was younger. And I have to say, as a bad guy, he's pretty mediocre. He is no way great. And like I said in previous reviews on my channel before, is that a lot of MCU baddies in this universe are not entertaining. We don't know much about this guy's bad story. He really doesn't get physical with the Avengers. And his philosophy is he tries to break up the team, like I said. Other than that, I also wish there was some things different with this film. Like Spider-Man was in the film a little bit more. It was his MCU debut. And Tom Holland, while previously a few years ago when I saw this film, I wasn't particularly fond of him. I'm alright by his introduction now after recent reviewing this movie. And as well, Chadwick Boseman did an awesome job playing Black Panther in this film. Everyone else, all the other people who was part of the Avengers team, they do their parts. Like I said before, you could call this Avengers Civil War. It doesn't feel like a Captain America film. It's much more underlying than that, especially when you have Bucky Barnes and there's backstory with his as well. And it all comes together nicely. This is a very entertaining film. I do have to say so myself. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm getting this from an 8. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Now, I did have a few complaints. Like, I wish Hulk and Thor was in the film. Spider-Man was in the film longer. It was his MCU debut, though. And we didn't fully understand the concepts between Iron Man and Captain America. They explored them, of course, but they didn't really dive deep into the concepts of it. They just get to point A, point B, but this is still a very good superhero film in my opinion. Now, not as great as The Winter Soldier, but definitely one of the better highlights of Phase 3, and especially a great way to start off. And that's my review of Captain America Civil War. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this film. Is it your favorite Captain America film? Do you love it, hate it, or in between? And also, what is your general feelings on this movie overall? In other words, are you Team Iron Man or Team Captain America? Alright, up next is my review of Doctor Strange, and I found that film very interesting in my opinion. Alright, this is Slim God 172 saying, peace out.